What is going on, guys? Your boy Gamers again here today to go over the King of the Ring preview and predictions for this upcoming Monday and Tuesday night. I'm really excited for this one, actually. Finally gonna get a good show on Mondays. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Alright. So, the bracket is looking like this. Cesaro versus Samoa Joe in the first round. Then Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Cedric and Sammy, Miz and Baron. Then on the SmackDown Live side of things, Owens and Elias, Ali and Murphy, Gable and Benjamin, Apollo and Andrade. Yes. Alright. So we'll start on the Raw side of things with Cesaro and Samoa Joe. Now in this match, I would love to see Cesaro have a great run in the King of the Ring. I know he can do a lot of things in the ring where a lot of people are going to be impressed. But I think Samoa Joe's going to be the guy to get the victory over Cesaro. Cesaro's not in the right place at the right time, and I don't think he's going to beat Joe in the first round, because I think you want to put Joe a little, you want to give Joe a little something, because he hasn't had much lately. He hasn't had much. So I think you give it to Joe, and Joe's going to win that match. Next, we have Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. Now, this match worries me because I am taking Ricochet in this match, but I could definitely see Drew McIntyre winning the thing. I can't, but I think this tournament should and hopefully will be based off of in-ring abilities. Drew McIntyre is great, but nobody can touch Ricochet on the Raw side of things, at least. Maybe Cedric could, but Ricochet is absolutely brilliant in the ring. You know how much I love Ricochet if you watched any of my stuff, man. Big Ricochet mark. Next, we have Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn. I would love to sit here and tell you Sami Zayn was going to win. I would have done it if it was NXT 2015 Sami Zayn, but it's not. It's not. Cedric Alexander, recently he's kind of found more television time. He's been involved with Seth Rollins a little bit. Not really in the main event picture, but Cedric Alexander is starting to get on TV and be in segments that are pretty big, but he's not going to go get a Universal Championship match next week. He's not that big yet, but Cedric Alexander's been really impressive. I really hope he gets a long run in this tournament, and I'm going to take him over Sami Zayn, because like I said, man, Sami Zayn's just, nobody appreciates Sami Zayn anymore, man. I mean, nobody does. Sorry, Sami. You know how much I love you, Sami. You know how much I love you, but you got to take Cedric in this situation. Next, we have The Miz versus Baron Corbin. This is the match that I look at. This is one of the two matches in this entire tournament that I look at, and I kind of frown upon it. I'm like, this just doesn't add up. I mean, we have all these high work rate matches all over the place. It's going to be a good tournament. But this match just kind of feels like an ordinary Raw match that we'll see. Miz versus Baron Corbin. I'm going to take Baron Corbin on this one. We all know how much they love Baron Corbin in the back. We all know how much they love The Miz, but Baron Corbin, I can definitely see Baron Corbin going far in this tournament and letting him wear the crown, because it would really be something that Vince would be thinking, oh, that could be something we're going to use down the line. I wouldn't go that route. I would take The Miz, but I could very easily see them going Baron Corbin. Next, we have Kevin Owens and Elias on the SmackDown Live side of things, and we've already seen Elias sort of get at Kevin Owens by causing Kevin to lose in a bunch of different scenarios. He ended up causing Kevin $100,000 from the occurrence at SummerSlam where he attacked Elias. But I think Kevin Owens gets his revenge here on Elias. He's gonna knock out Elias up from the tournament, and Kevin Owens is gonna be continuing his way to be the king of the ring. Next, we have Ali versus Buddy Murphy. This is the match that I am super excited about. We just saw last week what Buddy Murphy can do once he was taken away from the shackles they had on his wrists. Buddy Murphy against, who was it? Roman Reigns. Just had an absolute showcase. Buddy Murphy looked like a superstar. At the end of the night, everybody was looking at each other. They were all like, Wow, this man stole the show. You want to know something? He wasn't even supposed to be there. You gotta love something like that. Buddy Murphy's an absolute delight in the ring. Yeah, if you're not familiar with his work, go watch any of his 205 live matches. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good work rate guy. Um, and then there's Ali. This is kind of, it was hard for me to pick. Ali, we've been seeing his vignettes as he's coming back. He's sort of playing a superhero. I'm gonna be the light for the bullies, and I'm gonna be the light. Um, I can't see Ali returning to television because we haven't seen Ali for quite some time outside the vignettes. I can't see him coming back to SmackDown Live and being, you know what, you're gonna lose. We've already seen what Buddy Murphy can do against Roman Reigns. I don't think a loss hurts Buddy Murphy as long as Ali and Buddy Murphy are given the proper time. They go the distance. Both men get their stuff in. Both men leave it all out on the line. Goes 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. This could be an instant classic between Ali and Buddy Murphy, and I think they should let it do it. I think we could get a Match of the Year candidate out of this King of the Ring tournament, and this is one of the matches that I have spotlighted for something that could possibly be big in the terms of WWE's Match of the Year standing. Ali and Buddy Murphy, two of the highest work rate guys you got on this in this pool of 16. I think they can do it. But I'm going to take Ali in the King of the Ring tournament. I'm sorry, buddy. You know how much I love you. I was very happy with you and Roman. I really was. But I'm going to have to take Ali because I can't see them returning Ali after having all these vignettes. They didn't do the vignettes with Buddy Murphy and have him come back and lose. No, they put him over by having a superstar. A superstar put him over in Roman Reigns. Great job, Roman. Great job. Ali, he hasn't had any of that. He's not been put over, really. Ali can get put over through this tournament. I think that's what's going to happen. Next, we have Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. This is going to be a good match also. We haven't seen much of Shelton Benjamin since his return, I guess, re-signing, whatever you want to call it. Gable, we haven't seen much of him for quite some time since the American Alpha gimmick, and all that died off, and Jason Jordan went away. They were going to have a Mania match, then they ended up not. Who cares? Who cares? Chad Gable can get it done in the ring. He can. There's one thing I want to mention. They are thinking about naming this guy Shorty G. If that's the case, Shelton Benjamin is winning this match, but if he comes out to the name Chad Gable in this match, I'm going to take Chad Gable because I think Chad Gable could put on a very special match in the second round. I don't think he's going to win the whole tournament, but I think he can do a very special match with the winner of the next match for me. Apollo Crews versus Andrade Cien Almas. Y'all know how much I love Andrade. I got an Andrade shirt. I love Andrade, man. That man's a delight to watch. Nothing better than NXT champion Andrade. I'd really like to see him become a Universal champion or WWE champion, along with maybe an Aleister Black at the whichever other brand. But they are on the same brand, so. But yeah. So Apollo, we all know Apollo can get the job done. He doesn't have much of a character, but he's a very high work rate guy. Apollo definitely could have the spark to put on a match of the year candidate with Andrade. I think they are another contestant right there that could do it in this tournament in the first round is Apollo and Andrade. I think these guys can absolutely go crazy, tear the roof off the joint if they want. At the end of the night, I do expect Andrade to pick up the victory. And, yeah. Next, we have Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. And now in this match, I don't know how you book it. What I was thinking is you don't want Ricochet to be pinned, clearly. Y'all love Ricochet. They love Ricochet in the back. We know that. You don't want a Samoa Joe to be pinned by Ricochet, make him look weak. So, I was debating a screwy finish. But in this whole King of the Ring thing, I don't think we should have screwy finishes. I think it should be based off work rate. I think it should be, you know what, we'll let you guys go out there. At the end of the night, they're going to be clapping for you. They're not going to be clapping because Roman Reigns came out for the save. They're not going to do all that. And I would really love to see just a clean tournament. I don't know how much of a chance that is. but I really love to see it. Ricochet and Samoa Joe. Um, I don't know how you make Joe look strong in a loss to Ricochet. Um, but what I would have do is I would probably have this match go 10, 13 minutes, something around there. And at the end of everything, I would have Samoa Joe somehow lock in the Coquina clutch, right? Ricochet, he's close to being out. Foot on the rope. There you go. Breaks the count. Joe argues with the ref. Roll up 1, 2, 3. Ricochet wins. Something like that, where they let both of the guys get their stuff in. Joe gets his finisher in, but a slight error allows Ricochet to win. That's what I would do. You can't go out there and make Joe look very weak. You can't do it. You can go out there and you can make him look like he snapped on the ref. You can do that. That's a Joe thing to do. Get angry at a ref for his failure to count Ricochet out because he looked like he passed out. And Ricochet just takes advantage. There you go. Opportunistic. Next, Cedric Alexander versus Baron Corbin. Y'all know who I want in this match. I've said it the whole time. I said I want work rate, work rate, work rate. For me, it is all about the work rate in this tournament. And Cedric Alexander got it. I want to see... Actually, what I want this match to go a decent 10, 15 minutes. I want Baron Corbin to hit the end of days. Because I think Cedric Alexander could do a phenomenal job at selling the end of days. Then, 1, 2, kick out. False finish. There you go. Baron Corbin just starts trying to do anything he can. Trying to finish off Cedric. And then Cedric, lumbar check. 1, 2, 3. Beats Baron Corbin. Cedric Alexander advances to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Next, we have Kevin Owens versus Ali, and I've said this. I said this when I talked about Buddy. I don't see Ali losing. Yes, Kevin Owens is in this brilliant storyline with Shane McMahon, where this is really making Kevin Owens the face of the company. Well, it's trying to make him the face of the company. I love Kevin Owens. You don't have to sell me. I love Kevin Owens. But, my bad. But Ali, I can see him going on a brilliant run throughout this thing. I really do. I see Ali picking up the win against Kevin. I see it happening. I think this match could be a fairly decent one. Kevin Owens and Ali, it's an interesting big guy, small guy dynamic. I really like to see it. I would also like to see the pop-up powerbomb. Ali could probably sell that off very well. Maybe he gets powerbombed and somehow falls out of the ring through it. It's very, very interesting there between those guys. I'd really like to see that. Next, we have Gable and Andrade. Now, this match is a match that screams match of the year candidate. You might not know much about Chad Gable. You might not know much about Andrade, especially if you're just a casual fan. But I guarantee you the work rate that Chad Gable can put on, along with the work rate that Andrade can put on, can absolutely steal the entire tournament. It could be the match of the tournament, could be the match of the night, could be the match of the year, it could be very special what these guys do in the ring with each other. I would really like to see it. If you haven't seen much Chad Gable, he's a very technical wrestler. Andrade, similar. He can do a little bit of everything. He has the lucha style. He can strike a little bit. Andrade's just the whole package. I think that'd be an interesting dynamic with somebody with the background of Gable. Gable was an amateur wrestler, much like what Kurt Angle was. Gable can go in the ring. Andrade, we've all known. If you have watched NXT, you know what Andrade could do. Put him into the ring with somebody with similar abilities as him, that could very well make for a match of the year candidate. And I don't think anybody would think, well, any I would. I would think maybe Chad Gable could have a match of the year, but going into the year, I don't think anybody would be like, well, I bet you Chad Gable is going to have a match of the year candidate. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think that's going to happen for most people, but that's just because they don't book him. The guy's good. The guy's great. I love Chad Gable, and I love Andrade, but I'm going to take Andrade in this match to advance on to the semifinals along with Ali. Next, we have Ricochet versus Cedric Alexander. Wow. 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 Can you say wow? Jeez. These guys in the same match? Are you kidding me? That could be something very, very special. Ricochet, we all know what Ricochet can do in the ring. He's a high flyer. He's very fast-paced oriented. Same thing with Cedric. These guys, they can sell for days. You have the lumbar check, something Ricochet could very easily sell and make it look like the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling, because that's Ricochet. You got the 450 from Ricochet, and you know Cedric can sell that, make it look devastating. You got all these moves in these guys' repertoires, and they can both sell very well. I'm telling you, those guys, they can steal the show as well. And that's why I'm basing this King of the Ring tournament strictly off of work rate. I don't want to see, this is my predictions, but it's also what I want. I don't want to see Baron Corbin go all the way with Elias. I don't want to see it. I want to see the high work rate. I want to see the matches that make your mouth drop, and they just made a star. They just made a star over there. Shelton Benjamin? Nobody even heard of this guy since his return. That guy just made a star of himself. Chad Gable? Sami Zayn's a star again? What? Cesaro? Cesaro's a star now? Apollo Crews? That's what I want to happen. I want everybody to look phenomenal during this. Sure, we have a couple matches, like the Miz match with Corbin, that you wouldn't really be too excited about. But these other matches, I want stars to be made. And with Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, this could be a huge moment if Cedric Alexander were to win. This could be his star-making performance. He could go all the way and be the king of the ring. However, I'm taking Ricochet because it seems as if they love Ricochet. And if you've forgotten who Ricochet is, just look at his Twitter handle. You remember what he was on the Indies? King Ricochet. King Ricochet is going to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. I'm predicting it here first, man. Predicting it right now. If it happens, make sure you guys like and subscribe. The semifinal match over on SmackDown, we got Ali versus Andrade. Now, this one was very difficult for me, as I'm a fan of both guys. I'd be a fan of Buddy Murphy in the situation. I'd be a fan of Ali. I'm sorry that I'm yawning. It is over at 2 a.m. where I live right now. Filming this very late. But Ali is going to beat Andrade. This is going to be a great work rate match. This could be another match that you look at the end of the year and say, this might have been the match of the year. We're going to see that a lot in this tournament, especially if they let the handcuffs go. Especially if they let them go. Ali and Andrade, we both know what they can do. Ali, if you watch anything from 205 Live, this man is absolutely a star in every sense of the matter. He's had these vignettes coming back. Everybody wants to see Ali. They're all excited to see Ali. Andrade, we all know what he's done in the past. He's even had great matches with Rey Mysterio lately. Andrade, top guy. One of the top guys in this tournament. He can put over Ali in a big sense, and Ali could get this great rub going into the finals. Everybody's going to want Ali to win. Ali was supposed to be in the Kofi Kingston spot at Mania. He wasn't there, though. This could be his moment. This could be Ali's moment. He's going to get the rub from the Buddy Murphy. That's coming off the best match, the best thing that's ever happened to him in his entire career. Buddy Murphy is at the highest peak of his entire career. Indies, professional wrestling, WWE, whatever you want, 205 Live. Last week was the pinnacle of Buddy Murphy's career. It wasn't when he was with Wesley Blake. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It was last week when Roman Reigns put him over. It was. Ali's going to get that rub. Then Ali's going to get the rub of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, one of the most beloved guys in the business right now. He's going to get the rub from him. And then he's going to go on. He's going to face Andrade. Andrade's a heel. But everybody appreciates what Andrade can do in the ring. He's going to get the rub from Andrade. So, going through this thing, Ali gets victories over very notable opponents. Now, you wouldn't think Buddy Murphy would be a notable opponent, but after last week, very notable opponent. So you got Ali going all the way to the finals against Ricochet. And like I said, notable opponent. You got King Ricochet versus possibly the king of the ring in Ali. Now, you probably know where this is going. I'm a big Ricochet guy, but these guys have very similar styles, just like Cedric and Ali. Cedric and Ricochet, Ali, Ricochet, very similar. High flying, fast pace. You love to see it. Ali and Ricochet could absolutely put on another classic in this tournament, and I think it's going to be the best match of the entire tournament. If you ask me, the finals is going to be where you put on the best match of the tournament, and it's going to be two of the highest work rate guys in your business, and it's Ali and Ricochet. You could put Buddy Murphy in there, but I think Ali's going to end up finding his way through since he has all this hype around him through the vignettes. You got Ricochet, you got Ali in the finals. I'm taking Ali because he is coming back, and nobody knows what to expect out of Ali. He could come back and he could lose, and people could forget about him. I don't think that's what you want to do with Ali. I think you want to bring him back, get the great rub off of a great match that happened last week with Buddy Murphy, put on another great match, put Buddy Murphy over, you put Ali over, you put Kevin Owens in the ring with Ali. I bet you can go there. Ali can get over that match. Andrade can definitely put Ali over. And then you have Ricochet and Ali, and we've seen it in the past where Ricochet is not afraid to put somebody over. He is not afraid to sell for you. Ricochet is very good at what he does, and Ricochet, by going to the finale of the King of the Ring tournament, could easily vouch for a mid-card and or the Universal Championship. Even though he lost to Ali, what's it gotta matter? What's it gotta matter? Ali's on SmackDown, Ricochet's on Raw. Who's to say that the Raw finale winner can't make a case for vouching for the Raw Universal title? I don't know what the victor is going to get out of this outside of a cape and maybe a crown. Maybe they get a championship shot. I'd love to see Ali get a championship shot against Kofi Kingston. Obviously, they're very similar positions, or at least we're supposed to be in similar positions, where Ali was supposed to get the big Mania rub, but Kofi ended up getting it because Ali was at the wrong spot at the wrong time for Randy Orton. So I, at the end of the day, have King Ali as your King of the Ring 2019 victor on Monday, 19th, 2019. I believe, I don't even know what month it is. It's August. It's August. I should know that. Come on, man. I'm filming this on Sunday morning. Sunday morning. And there's 13 days until All Out, which I will be at. And I can't remember this thing, man. I can't even remember. I'm gonna be leaving in like 9-10 days. I'm excited, man. I'm gonna go see Janela, Hangman. I'm hyped for that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on this channel. Make sure you guys, I will be reviewing the King of the Ring. I know I didn't review SummerSlam. I know. I didn't feel like it. I'm sorry. I didn't feel like it. SummerSlam wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't. I didn't want to review it, honestly. My voice was feeling bad. I didn't want to review it. But I can guarantee you, King of the Ring will be reviewed. It will be reviewed next, I believe, don't quote me. It's going to be next Wednesday afternoon. I'm thinking about maybe doing just the Monday night one and then a Tuesday night one. So it might be Tuesday and it might be Wednesday, or it might just be Wednesday. But I will be reviewing the King of the Ring, at least the first part of it. And definitely, I will be going and following this throughout the whole thing, making reviews for you guys as we advance. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you do click the like and the subscribe. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter at GamersGoonYT and on the Instagram, The Gamers Goon. Thank you guys for watching.